book is Jack and the Beanstalk. Jack and the Beanstalk. Once upon a time, when giants still stomped the land, a widow lived with her son Jack. The widow was too sick to work, and one day they ran out of money. "Son," Jack's mother said, "I'm too weak to take the cow to town. You must go and sell her." Now, Jack was brave and kind-hearted, but he didn't always use his head. So his mother told him to think carefully before selling the cow. Jack promised he would. He was halfway to town when a man stopped him. "Jack," said the man, "I'll give you 5 magic beans for your cow." Jack thought, how could this stranger know my name? And how could he know that I'm selling the cow? He must have magic powers. Then the beans could be magic too. He traded the cow for the beans and went home, very pleased with the deal. Do you think his mom's going to be very pleased with him selling the cow for 5 magic beans? I don't know. Ooh, his mother was not pleased. "You were tricked, silly boy," she cried. "There are no such thing as magic beans." Angrily, she threw the beans out the window. "Now we have no cow and no money," she said. "What shall we do?" The beans are out the window. Ooh, look at that. What is growing outside of Jack's window? The next morning, something tickled Jack's nose and it woke him up. Surprised, Jack saw the huge leaf had poked in his window. He pushed it away and peeked outside. A thick beanstalk stretched up to the top of clouds, and they were hidden by the clouds. "They were magic beans," he whispered. Without waking his mother, Jack started climbing the beanstalk. His arms and legs began to ache, but he forgot about them when he saw the castle that was at the top of the beanstalk, into the clouds. Jack knocked on the castle door. A giant woman opened it. Look, this is how tall Jack is, and this is the woman. Jack wasn't sure he wanted her to see him, but he was very hungry. "I'm down here," he said. "Do you have any work I could do for food?" The giantess picked up Jack by his collar and plopped him on a huge stone floor. "Start scrubbing," she ordered. Thud, 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 thud. "Ah!" said the woman. "It's my husband. Hide in the cupboard so he doesn't eat you. Scrub the floor later." The giant came in, took one sniff and said, "Fee, fi, fo, fum. I smell the blood of an Englishman. Be he alive or be he dead, I'll grind his bones to make my bread." "Don't be silly," his wife said. "You smell breakfast. Eat while it's hot." After breakfast, the giant opened his bags of gold. He began counting the pieces, but fell asleep after 135,091. Fell asleep. Just a little gold would feed Mother and me for a long time, he thought. He snatched a small bag and climbed quickly down the beanstalk. Jack's mother was delighted, but when she heard where Jack had gotten the gold, she hugged him tight. "Those giants robbed us of that gold and 2 other treasures," she said. "They took your father, and I grabbed you and escaped. Promise that you won't go back for more gold." Jack promised. Do you think he's going to listen to his mom? Let's see. The next morning, he climbed the beanstalk again. "I promised not to go back for gold," the boy thought as he climbed. "I didn't say I wouldn't go back for something else." After all, it was ours. It was theirs. The giants stole their stuff, right? Yes. Jack banged on the castle door. The giantess squinted her eyes and peered down at him. "Are you the thief who was here yesterday?" she demanded. "I'm no thief," Jack said. "I'm a hard worker, though, and I expect to be paid for it." The giantess picked up Jack by his collar and plopped him in front of a huge tub of dirty dishes. "Start washing," she ordered. thud, thud, thud. "Arg," said the giantess. "It's my husband. Hide in the cupboard so he doesn't eat you. Do the dishes later." The giant came in and took one sniff, and he said, "Fee, fi, fo, fum. I smell the blood of an Englishman. Be he alive?" Yeah, interrupted his wife. "You smell breakfast. Eat it while it's hot." The giant grumbled, but he ate it. Then he got a goose from a crate in the corner. He put the goose on the table and roared, "Lay!" The goose honked twice and then waddled back to its crate. On the table was a golden egg. The giant tossed it up and down like a ball. Then his eyes began to hurt from looking at the shiny gold, so he shut them. What do you think Jack's going to do? He did take some gold coins. Maybe, let's see. As soon as the giant fell asleep, Jack grabbed the goose and quickly slid down the beanstalk. His mother was waiting at the bottom of the beanstalk. She was very angry with Jack. He didn't listen to his mom, did he? He actually went back up there again. "I didn't exactly promise not to go up again," Jack explained. He really didn't. He just said he wouldn't go up and get gold. "You knew you weren't supposed to," said his mother. "Go to your room." Jack knew that he shouldn't, but the next morning before his mother woke, he's not listening again, he climbed to the castle. Instead of banging on the door, he crawled in a kitchen window. Then when the giantess wasn't looking, "The giant's wife hid me in the cupboard," Jack thought. "I'll hide somewhere else." He climbed into the wash tub. Soon he heard thud, 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 thud. What do you think that is? Who do you think is coming? It was the giant. The giant came in and took one sniff and said, "Fee, fi, fo, fum. I smell," what? "The blood of an Englishman." "You certainly do," interrupted his wife. "That little thief probably sneaked in again. He always hides in the cupboard." Did he hide in the cupboard? He didn't. He went somewhere else, didn't he? Because she always hid him there. But Jack wasn't there. The giant ate his breakfast. Then he got out a golden harp. "Play," he ordered. The harp sounded like a sparkling stream pouring over pebbles. The lady of the harp sang a song with no words. Jack was entranced. The music put the giant to sleep. Jack grabbed the harp, but he almost dropped it when it screamed, "Master, master!" The giant woke and thudded after Jack. Oh no, I wonder if Jack's going to escape. Jack half scrambled, half slid down the beanstalk. "Mother," he yelled, "get the axe!" Jack's mother saw the giant close behind Jack. She grabbed the axe and whacked at the beanstalk. "Jump, Jack, jump!" she hollered and whacked again. Jack jumped to the ground. He snatched the axe and whacked the stalk until it snapped in two. Kaboom! The giant and the beanstalk hit the ground together, and that was the end of the giant. Jack and his mother, the goose, and the harp lived very happily ever after, except for the time Jack went to town to buy a pig. But that is another story. The end. That was Jack and the Beanstalk. I hope you enjoyed this story. We will probably be reading a couple more Jack and the Beanstalks. I like to read different versions of them so you can get an understanding of the story. I will see you later. Bye.